everybody, Monarch Oracle here for Sunday, August 15th, 2022. It's your daily pick a card reading. Today I'm using the Transient Light Tarot by Ari Weisner. I think that's how he says his name. Still pretty enamored by this deck, so I brought it out again. Anyway, let us get started. Close your mind, close your mind, close your eyes, clear your mind. Think of a question or a topic you would like to ask about today. Go ahead and open up your eyes now and choose from one of the three piles. So we have the Seashell, we have the Pink Heart, and we have the Selenite. Okay? All right, you've picked your pile. Let's get started. I'm going to start with the Selenite. See what's going on. We have the Ace of Swords in the World. All right, well, there's a new start happening. There's a completion, then there's a new start, but for some reason, there's a little bit of a blockage. So what might that be in your life? What might be keeping you from making a complete new start? It's pretty scary, let's be real. When you're making a complete new start, that's a very scary place to be. So this reading is just asking you to name that. Like, what is it specifically that you're not fearful of, because fear is kind of too strong a word, but maybe making you hesitate to do this new start? What is it? Is it friends, family, just fear of the unknown, the challenge of maybe starting something completely new that's been out of your wheelhouse? I mean, it can be anything, but this reading is asking you to name that, and once you name that, to really work with that energy. It doesn't mean like once you name it, you just go forward fearlessly. It means that you need to process something before you do the next thing. Okay? Alrighty, pile one, that was pretty quick. If you chose the Pink Heart, that seems to want to move around a lot, you've got the Two of Wands and the Ten of Vessels. So vessels are actually cups in this deck. So Ten of Cups is a happy family, the rainbow. The rainbow, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The payoff to all of your hard work. But how do you get there? So the Two of Wands is saying you got to make a choice. You have some choices ahead of you. Very important choices that you need to make. It's not like one is right and one is wrong, but both have challenges and both have consequences. So it's up to you to decide how you want to create your world. And once you make that decision, you need to go for the happy family. Happiness in all its forms. Okay? And family is not just, nuclear family. Family can be family of choice. Family can be the human race. It's just what are you going to choose to make up this new world to bring you happiness? That's what this reading is talking about. Okay, Pink Heart people? Moving to the Seashell people. Your reading is the Devil reversed and the Three of Wands. Interesting. So the Devil is about codependency, especially in this deck because we have the scissors. I'll turn it up right so we can look at this card a little bit closer. So we've got the Snake, which is temptation, which is very much one of the meanings behind the Rider-Waite image of the Devil. So temptation of the heart, doesn't necessarily have to be about a romantic temptation, but it can be any type of a temptation that really pulls on your heartstrings. So it keeps you there because you have an emotional attachment to it. Okay, and that's what keeps you coming back, even though it may be very unhealthy for you to be in that situation. So it could be work. You might be caught up in this work cycle because the pay is really good. I had a job like that. The pay was so amazing that I kind of sold my soul for the pay because I knew what I could do with the money. And so I stayed longer than I should have because I was lured in by that. If it's romance, if it ends up being a romantic reading, it's about someone who's so charming, but maybe runs hot and cold. So when they're charming, they kind of reel you in. And even though you know they're going to turn cold at a certain point because they've rejected you in the past, when they're not rejecting you, when they bring you in, it feels so good that you just, that's what you wait for. And you just hope that that person doesn't turn cold again. That's devil energy. Um, in society, it could be that you're so caught up in your creature comforts, and there's nothing wrong with creature comforts. It becomes a problem when you are completely consumed by them. So let's say you need the perfect house and the perfect car, and if you don't have those things, you're not happy. It's this very vicious cycle, you know, to want more and more and more, because what void is it trying to fill? In Buddhism, which is something that I practice, they talk about non-attachment, and what that means is there's nothing wrong with having really nice things. There's nothing wrong with having money. You don't have to be poor and humble to be a good Buddhist. No, it means you need to practice non-attachment. You need to realize that that house, that car, whatever the creature comforts are, could go tomorrow and it would be okay, because there's more to you than that, if that makes sense. So when the devil is upside down, it means that we have come to a realization that we're in this attachment phase, that something is kind of pulling on us and making us do things that we're not sitting that comfortably with, and we're being consumed by it. So when it's reversed, it's like, oh, that's what's going on. Let me cut the cord. Let me cut the attachment. I don't need this anymore. It's more unhealthy than what it's giving me. And then the Three of Wands is an action card. It's about really moving forward, whereas the Two of Wands was like making the decision to move forward, but this is after this decision has been made, after you decide to cut the cord, moving forward with your new life. See, look at all the buds, the flowers that are coming from these groupings of wands. It's saying something new is coming out of this, something really different, something really exciting, because you have freed yourself to see new things and to go new places and to experience new people, and not just people, places, and things. There you go. Alrighty. Very excited for you, Seashell group. So that's what I have for today. Like, subscribe, share my channel with others. As you can see, I'm kind of doing these farther in advance so that I have a little bit more wiggle room and get these to you on a much more timely basis. Okay, guys? Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.